Thousands of teachers employed by school governing bodies are facing the prospect of not receiving their salaries. That's if parents don't pay fees. This non-payment could severely hamper the Education Department's efforts to salvage the academic year. ENCA's Barry Bateman has more for you.
The COVID-19 lockdown has placed significant financial burdens on many parents, but they still have a legal obligation to pay school fees. An attitude is emerging that parents are unwilling to pay for a service they believe they are not receiving because their children are at home. They've been asked to consider the consequences of such actions.
Our estimation is that there are about 150,000 people employed either as educators or non-educators by school governing bodies in the country. So, and those people may only be paid from school fees or the school fund, not from subsidies supplied by the state, or from fundraising activities, so income that the school receives. So if parents should and must decide we're not going to pay, 150,000 jobs are on the line.
But work is being done. Homework is being sent to parents, and perhaps more importantly, there are plans to make up lost time.
We have a catch-up plan, and this catch-up plan is going to ensure that the very same teachers are able to recover the lost time and do as much work and sacrifice as the need has arisen, and make sure that the learners still pass at the end of the day. So the service will be rendered. It might not be at the time when parents are expecting it as per normal, but the service will be rendered.
Private schools say they've had a different experience to this issue.
What has been quite interesting for us is that when I asked our heads about whether parents are complying with paying school fees, actually it is other parents who tell those who think that they ought not to be paid school fees to pay school fees. So that has really been so exciting to see and affirming that we as South Africans understand the seriousness of the situation. And we really applaud those parents who really care about our country and the importance of continuing to make sure that our schools are able to be sustainable and operate.
The government and teachers are doing their best to minimize the impact of the lockdown on education. But teachers need to be paid. The loss of an academic year could cost more to South Africa's children and the country's future than any financial burden imposed by the lockdown. Barry Bateman, Pretoria.